Step back into the sultry world of Basic Instinct as we explore where the 1992 cast is now in 2025. In 1992, Michael Douglas was a Hollywood powerhouse, bringing raw intensity to Detective Nick Curran in Basic Instinct. At 47, he captivated audiences with his portrayal of a cop unraveling in a web of seduction and danger. His chemistry with Sharon Stone was electric, cementing the film's iconic status. Interesting fact, Douglas won an Oscar for Wall Street in 1987, showcasing his knack for complex characters. In 2025, Michael Douglas, now 80, has semi-retired after a 60-year career. He's taken roles in The Kominsky Method and voiced characters in Green Eggs and Ham. His legacy as a versatile star endures, with a focus on family and philanthropy. In 1992, Sharon Stone stole the show as Catherine Trammell in Basic Instinct. At 34, her bold, seductive performance, especially in the iconic interrogation scene, made her a global sensation. Her chilling charisma defined the film's provocative edge. Interesting fact, Stone was nominated for a Golden Globe for her role, skyrocketing her from supporting parts to A-list status. In 2025, Sharon Stone, now 67, remains a dynamic force. She recently played Lisa Bowden in The Flight Attendant and advocates for brain health after surviving a stroke in 2001. Her style and activism continue to inspire fans worldwide. In 1992, George Dzundza brought warmth and grit to Gus Moran in Basic Instinct. At 47, his portrayal of Nick Curran's loyal partner added heart to the thriller's tense narrative. His seasoned presence grounded the film's wild energy. Interesting fact, Dzundza won a Volpe Cup for Best Actor at the Venice Film Festival for Streamers in 1983, showcasing his dramatic range. In 2025, George Dzundza, now 80, has largely retired from acting since 2011. He's focused on directing stage plays like Dowd and I Am My Own Wife for local theater groups, enriching communities with his storytelling passion. In 1992, Jeanne Tripplehorn made waves as Dr. Beth Garner in Basic Instinct. At 29, her role as the police psychologist entangled in Nick's chaotic life showcased her depth and intensity. Her performance opened doors to major roles. Interesting fact, Tripplehorn trained at Juilliard's drama division alongside Laura Linney, honing her craft before her film debut. In 2025, Jeanne Tripplehorn, now 62, continues to shine. She starred in The Gilded Age as Sylvia Chamberlain and earned an Emmy nomination for Grey Gardens in 2009. Embracing a Gitter life, she's exploring music, learning piano and guitar. Phil Walker. In 1992, Denis Arndt delivered a memorable performance as Lieutenant Phil Walker in Basic Instinct. At 53, he played a tough cop in the iconic interrogation scene with Sharon Stone, adding grit to the thriller's tense atmosphere. His stage-honed skills shone through. Interesting fact, Arndt, a Vietnam War helicopter pilot, earned 2 Purple Hearts before acting, bringing real-life intensity to his roles. Denis Arndt passed away on the 25th of March, 2025, at 86, peacefully in his Ashland, Oregon cabin. No cause of death was reported, though he had recovered from a 2019 stroke. His legacy spans Broadway and Hollywood. In 1992, Leilani Sarelle set screens ablaze as Roxy in Basic Instinct. At 26, her fierce portrayal of Catherine Trammell's lover added a bold edge to the thriller's provocative drama. Her intensity made Roxy unforgettable. Interesting fact, Sarelle speaks fluent French and studied wine at IQ Culinary School, blending her artistic and intellectual passions. In 2025, Leilani Sarelle, now 59, maintains a low profile. She's taken selective roles, like in Black Road in 2016, and focuses on personal projects, including her love for piano. Divorced from Miguel Ferrer in 2003, she's dedicated to raising her 2 sons. Lieutenant Marty Nilsson. In 1992, Bruce A. Young portrayed Lieutenant Marty Nilsson in Basic Instinct. At 47, he added authority and tension as a no-nonsense police lieutenant navigating the film's high-stakes investigation. His commanding presence enhanced the thriller's procedural elements. Interesting fact, Young, a Yale University graduate, began his career on Broadway in The Great White Hope, earning a Tony nomination for his powerful stage work. In 2025, Bruce A. Young, now 80, remains active in Hollywood. He recently appeared in Dynasty as Jeff Colby and voiced characters in video games like Call of Duty. His diverse career spans theater, film, and television, inspiring new generations. Captain Talcott, the stern police captain portrayed by Chelcie Ross. In 1992, at 49, Ross brought authority to the role, drawing on his experience as a character actor in films like Hoosiers and Major League. His performance added gravitas to the intense investigation in Basic Instinct. Interesting fact: a former Air Force officer, Ross served in Vietnam and earned a Bronze Star before pursuing acting, bringing real-life discipline to his roles. Now, in 2025, at 82, Chelcie Ross has slowed his on-screen career but remains a respected figure. His last known role was in the 2023 television movie Suede, and he now enjoys a quieter life, occasionally mentoring young actors. Hazel Dobkins, the chilling former murderess played by Dorothy Malone. In 1992, at 67, Malone was a seasoned actress, bringing depth to her brief but memorable role in Basic Instinct, known for her Oscar-winning performance in Written on the Wind. Interesting fact: Malone nearly died in 1965 from a pulmonary embolism while working on Peyton Place, but made a remarkable recovery to continue her career. Dorothy Malone passed away in 2018 at 93 of natural causes in Dallas. Her legacy endures through her iconic roles in Hollywood's golden age and later films like Basic Instinct. In 1992, Wayne Knight added memorable flair to ADA John Corelli in Basic Instinct. At 36, his sweaty, lip-licking presence in the infamous interrogation scene amplified the thriller's tension and notoriety. His timing made the moment iconic. Interesting fact: Knight's performance caught Steven Spielberg's eye, leading to his casting as Dennis Nedry in Jurassic Park without an audition. In 2025, Wayne Knight, now 70, thrives in voice acting and guest roles. He's voiced characters in Kung Fu Panda and reprised Newman in a 2020 PSA. After losing 110 pounds over decades for health, he continues selective projects, blending comedy and drama with enduring energy. In 1992, Stephen Tobolowsky brought sharp insight to Dr. Lamont in Basic Instinct. At 41, he played a skeptical psychiatrist questioning Catherine Trammell's motives, adding crucial tension to the film's psychological layers. His delivery amplified the thriller's mind games. Interesting fact: Tobolowsky co-wrote True Stories with David Byrne, and his tales of psychic abilities inspired the Talking Heads song Radiohead, which named the band Radiohead. In 2025, Stephen Tobolowsky, now 74, remains a prolific force. He's reprising Mr. Elton Bates in Freakier Friday and starring in the indie pilot Woodstockers with Corbin Burnson. His podcast, The Tobolowsky Files, continues captivating listeners with personal stories while he balances acting with writing and family life. In 1992, James Rebhorn commanded attention as Captain Talcott in Basic Instinct. At 44, he portrayed the stern police captain overseeing the investigation, bringing authoritative presence to the thriller's high-stakes drama. His sharp delivery heightened the film's intensity. Interesting fact: Rebhorn appeared in over 100 films and 200 television episodes, often as the quintessential authority figure, earning him the nickname the Mayor of American Character Actors. James Rebhorn passed away on the 21st of March 2014 at 65 from melanoma. His final roles included White House Down and Sleepy Hollow, leaving a profound legacy in film and theater. In 1992, David Wells portrayed Hazel Dobkins in Basic Instinct. At 40, he played Catherine Trammell's loyal housekeeper, adding eerie devotion to the thriller's twisted narrative. His subtle performance heightened the film's unsettling atmosphere. Interesting fact: Wells, a seasoned theater actor, performed in classics like The Importance of Being Earnest, bringing stage depth to his screen roles. In 2025, David Wells, now 73, continues his versatile career. He's appeared in shows like NCIS and voiced characters in video games. Passionate about storytelling, he balances acting with writing, contributing to indie films and theater projects while mentoring young actors.
Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.